Good morning, everyone. Am I audible now? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In the last class, we were doing with this one, no? Bitumen. I think I was doing this. Where it is? Types. Difference between bitumen tar. Types of bitumen. Source of bitumen. I'll show you a video now on the manufacture of bitumen. Okay, somewhat short or very short video, but the types natural refinery. There are two different sources of bitumen that can be natural or refinery. That means from where we get the bitumen, either naturally we get or by refinery. So that thing only you are going to see in the video how it is made. So go to just watch the video how it is made, and then also already I'll share or I will be sharing with you the notes or where you'll have all this natural bitumen. But I want to see you visually how what then you'll understand better, I think. So I'll show you in that video first. Let me share my screen. Okay. Okay.
We have always seen the bitumen applications around us. Interestingly, more than about 250 bitumen applications have been identified in the world. The world's bitumen consumption is estimated at 102 million tons per year, and around 85% of all the produced bitumen is used for road constructions. Not everybody knows how bitumen is created in the nature, how it is extracted from the oil, and what the classifications are, as well as the usages of each type. Stay with us to become familiar with the bitumen types and classifications. In general, bitumen is divided into two categories, natural and refined. Here is the question, how is the natural bitumen formed? To answer this question, we need to go back in time when the natural bitumen first created. Fossil fuels formed during the Carboniferous period about 316 million years ago. At that time, the lands were mostly covered by swamps and wetlands in which many creatures were living. Over the years, with the accumulation of sediments on these creatures' corpses, the conditions of fossil fuels formation became possible. These conditions include high pressure, lack of oxygen, and high temperature, all of which cause the fermentation and chemical change of organic molecules after a while. As a matter of fact, high pressure and temperature above 50 degrees Celsius result in the conversion of the organic substances to kerosene, bitumen, or oil. Presently, most of the world's natural bitumen reservoirs can be found in Canada, Venezuela, and Oman. Although large natural reservoirs of bitumen exist in many parts of the world, most of the bitumen produced in the world is derived from crude oil. It may be interesting to know that natural bitumen extraction costs more and is more complicated than the refinery bitumen. Now, let's see how the refinery bitumen is produced. The process of separating bitumen from oil begins in the atmospheric distillation column, followed by a heating process in which the crude oil evaporates. The vapor ascends, cools down, and becomes liquid again. Distillation trays in the column will enhance the process of liquid separation, considering the molecular weight. Heavier parts of the oil that remains at the bottom of the distillation column is the raw and basic substance for bitumen production, which further processes are required to become what the consumer needs. In the final stage, the vacuum volume is transferred to the vacuum distillation column to separate the lighter petroleum from the heavier one by blowing hot water steam into it. The outcome of this process is a type of bitumen which has more asphaltene and molecular weight with higher penetration rate. Various grades of bitumen, including viscosity and penetration grades, are among the most widely used types of bitumen manufactured from the blowing process. The remaining substance of the mentioned process is called straight run bitumen. This material will be finally sent to to other containers for further processing and conversion to oxidized bitumen, polymer modified bitumen, or other types of bitumen. According to what we have mentioned, only heavy oil has the capability of producing bitumen. For this reason, light oils are not capable of producing bitumen. There are different types of refinery bitumen. It's good to know about how each of these types is made and what differences, applications, and details they have. Stay tuned to get to know more about different types of bitumen.
So this was your natural and this bitumen. Wait, am I sharing my screen? So this was your natural and refinery bitumen. How it is formed, you have it was showed in the video, and then again I'll be sharing the notes also here. The natural, your the natural bitumen is also is obtained from your petroleum with the help of all these geological forces you have seen in the video. So know that all these things they get degraded, and then what happens, they form this natural bitumens, right? Or you can say natural asphalts also. Hmm. Refinery material also, you have come to know how your bitumen refinery bitumen is formed, your natural bitumen and your refinery bitumen. Your refinery bitumen is actually, the residual materials that is left behind after the crude oil fractional distillation process. Okay, so that is your refinery bitumen. Okay, then we will have, this was your manufacture process. Okay, asphaltness is the fraction that shapes body for the material. Influence of bitumen constituents in the natural properties. And now I'll share my screen. So now the influence of bitumen constituents in these, not in this, but the influence of bitumen constituents in the different material properties are, these are the following influences. That is your asphaltness is the fraction, the individual fraction that form a bitumen surely have some contribution towards the properties of the bitumen material. So what are they? The asphaltness is the fraction that shapes body for the material. For the bitumen to form, na, to the yeah, that asphaltness of the material, that fraction will shape the material. The resin in the bitumen contributes to adhesion. So the shape of the bitumen, like it is viscous, right? So it is viscous. It will take the shape as it cools down. It will take different shape as it melts. It will take different, it will not have shape. So that is the property by which, that is due to this asphaltness fraction. Okay, and the adhesive property or the ductility, you can say, of the material, that is the bitumens, the adhesiveness or ductility, that depends upon your this, the resin which is present in your bitumen. Okay, the viscosity and the rheology of the material are taken care by the oil present in the bitumen materials. Okay, and so the viscosity which is controlled by what, it is taken care of these oils which are present in the bitumen. And the shape, regarding the shape, your asphaltness fraction, which is the fraction while we produce the bitumen, so that asphaltants, which are the materials fraction of that bitumen, they will form the shape. Okay, viscosity is by the oils present in them. Then the stiffness of the material is governed by the sulfur that is present in significant amount, mainly in high molecular weight fractions. Okay, so your stiffness is governed by what, your sulfur. which is present. Okay, so these things you should know. Then the next point is the presence of a certain complex of oxygen will affect the acidity of the bitumen. Okay, the presence of okay, so the presence of a certain complex of oxygen will affect the acidity of the bitumen. The acidity of the bitumen is a factor whose determination will help in knowing the adhering capability of the bitumen with the aggregate particles. Okay, so these are the fractions in a bitumen. They have different roles. So you need to know that your asphaltants will manage the shape of the bitumen. Resin will do what? The ductility, adhesive, all these properties will be managed by resin. Then the viscosity will be managed by what? Your oils present in the bitumen material. Then the stiffness will be by your sulfur present in the bitumen. Then we have the oxygen complex which is present there, that will uh, that will take the care of the acidity of the bitumen, which will be responsible, which will show how good or better is your bitumen. Also with your particles, aggregate particles, when you bind them, okay, that is how they can combine both together when you mix bitumen with aggregate. So that will also depend uh, the property of your bitumen. That will also show how good or bad it is, how it can mix with the aggregate. Okay, so another one is, wait, this was 7 now. Now next is your timber. Okay, next material which we are going to talk is about timber. So what is a timber? This one, you already know what is timber and all. Timber is a type of wood which has been processed into beams and planks. Sometimes, these timbers are used in your construction time also. Okay, so it is also known as lumber in US, Canada. Basically, lumber is a wood or firewood of growing trees. Any wood capable of yielding a minimum dimensional size can be termed as a timber or lumber. Okay, let me see one more. When you go through this, you can simply understand these things. Timber, um, let me see one thing. Right? What happened? Okay, I'll ask your help only now for these types. Okay, so timber, these are your timbers which are used in your beams and planks, right? Can be used on your structure for your structural purposes. So these types can be how much? Your types of timber and lumber. These are your types, that is bamboo, birch, cedar, cherry, gloss laminated. These I think we can check here in the website. Just give me a second. Okay. Sorry, this my net is not working properly. I am not able to show you that what I'm trying to show you. Whatever. Now let me share with you this thing, the attendance link. Upay na yan. Are you have the link with you? I'll otherwise have
Link,
you.
ma'am.
Yeah, we
No,
can.
ma'am.
You have the link, na?
No, ma'am.
No.
No, ma'am.
Okay, wait. I'll from my mobile. I will be sending you. Wait. On the laptop, it's not working. Building construction. Material testing. Yeah, I have shared in the WhatsApp. Okay, from the mobile in section A. Section A. This is section A. Section A. I have shared in through mobile. Let me now switch on. 295 now. I have shared in the WhatsApp. You can give your attendance there. I'm sorry today I could not take properly a class because I'm not able to show these things are not working in my laptop.
Ma'am, it's showing like it is no longer accepting
No, you try now. It's
responses.
accepting. Others are giving the attendance. Try again once more. Maybe you're having some problem. Others are giving. I can check in my cell phone. Try once again. You're at 1 p.m. I had the class now, so I'll not be available at 1 p.m. So I was about to take today, and then at 12 p.m. Ananya ma'am will be taking your class. Okay, and so after 12 p.m.'s class, you will be free because I don't think you have extra classes after two. Sorry, up from 1 to 2. So from 12 o'clock you join Ananya ma'am's class. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Now you could give them attendance.
I have already given. Yes, yes.
Okay.